Hey everybody, welcome to the show today. We've got some cool stuff going on. ManyChat has released some more changes. I'm torn, everybody. I'm torn between just sending them more caffeine because clearly they don't sleep, or just letting it be, wishing them better health. I don't know. I don't know how many squirrels in a cage are working over there, but they have produced some very nice stuff. And I would like to go over that with you at this time. Before we do, just want you to know that there is a link in the comments. If you don't know anything about bots, if you are brand new to this conversation, please go ahead and click the link. It's the first comment down. I also have checkoutmybot.com. Go there. Go there. You'll be pushed right into the bot, and I have a little 7-day free mini course for you on what bots do, how they can help your business, how to build one, where to go for the software. I got all the stuff for you, my babies. So, checkoutmybot.com if you haven't been there yet. And for the rest of you old hands at this, without further ado, let us get into some ManyChat changes. Now, ManyChat is certainly not the only software out there, the only messenger bot builder. Absolutely not. There are tons out there. ManyChat's the one that I use because far and away, it's more user-friendly. I can teach my clients how to edit and change things without having to also give them a graduate degree in management information systems. Because that, most people don't want to go through that. I've been through that, but most people don't want to go, and I totally understand. So, user-friendly interface is the name of the game, and that's why I choose ManyChat. So, here are some of the changes that they have rolled out just like 3 days ago. These people are busy, I'm telling you. First of all, the customer chat growth tool. Now, it sounds big, but it's pretty simple. It is a button on your website in the lower right-hand corner where people can message you, chat with you through Facebook Messenger. Really nice stuff. We covered this a couple of weeks ago in another live stream, why you would want that. And trust me, you want that. I've got that on my website. I've got several clients with it on their websites. When people are landing on your website, it is so much better experience for them to be able to ask a question in a moment when they have it. Rather than go, okay, well, I guess I'll write an email and hope somebody gets to me within, whenever. This is immediate. This is something that will give you, the person who is running the bot, a little notification saying, hey, somebody is asking a question. It'll set expectation for the person asking the question, and then it will lead them on to something else that they might want to see. I'll just give you a little example now. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I want you to be able to see this. So let's screen share a little bit. Black belt bots. So this is what I'm talking about. The lower right-hand corner. They have, so not only is it cool, half of the new update improvements have to do with this little box. People are real excited about this, and I'm really excited about it too. For the first time, most small business owners, most mom and pop businesses cannot afford intercom or some crazy thing, but this is absolutely something that people can afford to put in their website. Total spoiler note right now, by the end of the week, I'm going to have 3 templates that you can put right there behind the button on your site. I know, and they'll be free templates. Now, templates are things that you get to zhuzh, you get to put you in there. But if you've never built on ManyChat before, if you've never built a bot before, it's something that you can grab. It's something that you can put to use relatively immediately. So more on that as the week progresses, but sneak preview now. Anyway, let's talk about some of the changes to this particular box. First of all, my friends, you can now, pardon me, you can now customize this greeting. Before it said, "Hi, how can we help you?" which is pretty innocuous, right? I mean, it's very basic. It's very general. It fits most everybody. A lot of people were like, "But we can't change that. We'd really like to change that and make it a custom greeting." So now, instead of "Hi there, how can we help you?" I've got on mine, "Greetings, Grasshopper. Do you have a question for me?" So that's really nice. They not only made "Let's have a new message" on there, a customized message. You can also customize yours for people who are logged in to Messenger, which is 90% of the people who own a computer. Lots and lots of people on Messenger. If you're logged into Messenger, and most people are most of the time, one message shows. If you're not logged in, another message shows. And so what I have on mine is the aforementioned "Greetings, Grasshopper, do you have a question?" for logged in people. And for logged out people, I have "Greetings, Grasshopper, log in and let's chat." So letting people know, log into Messenger and let's chat. That's what it is. Letting people know that just a little extra step and you'll be able to chat with me. Again, that's not going to apply to most people, but it is nice that it's been given to us as an opportunity to change both the logged in message and the logged out message. Super cool stuff. Okay. Also, hey, if you got questions, toss them in the little doobly-doo. Comment away. I can see these things and respond real time. The magic of technology. Anyway, so that is one. Here is another change that they have made. They are allowing people to customize the color on here. Now, for me, I have the color, well, my ninja color, obviously. But my ninja colors here, I'm not certain if I like that opportunity or not. Here's the deal. When you see the messenger blue on the outside of this bubble, and the messenger blue on the inside, that recognition of that button is so important. What people expect when they see that button is so important. I'm not certain if I really like the customize the color option out there, but it's out there. If you want it, it's out there. So that is another thing. Another thing that you can customize with this website chat button, another opportunity is to customize the view of it. So right now I have mine set to go ahead and open this message as soon as people land on my site. You can also customize it so that, boop, all they see is the button. For me, I'm totally okay with having this all the way open. I think it's cool. I like it. So I'm going to, and I'm getting good results. So I'm going to leave that for now. But maybe your website is, you're constructed differently. You've got different things going on. Maybe you want different stuff. Totally cool. But you can now you can choose whether you want that message all the way open or just have the button sitting out there. One more thing that you can now customize, it is the language that your stuff is in. You can customize this in the growth tools section. We're going to go there right now because I want to show you something. So this is for people, obviously, who are, maybe not in the United States, because not everybody is. It's a whole big world out there, people. So you can customize the language that everything is in. And what I want to go to right here, first of all, it's down in the settings. And then it is in, I believe, the growth tools. You can see widget localization. And so there's where if you needed to change a language in there, and it's doing the send a message button and the first message in customer chat. It's not translating your entire bot into a different language. That's different stuff. But I just wanted to show you one thing. Everybody's set to English US. You can also do English Pirate, English UK, Stephen Healy, if you're watching, that one's for you. And you can do English Upside Down. How fabulous is that? I did once change my Facebook to English Pirate. It was fantastic. I will not be doing that to my Messenger bot, but those are, if you live in different places or if you advertise in different places, that is something to think about as well. So that is really, that's all of what is now up with that Facebook Messenger chat tool on the welcome page of your website. So great stuff, good changes. We'll see how some of these work out. Next up in the tool barrage here, next up is the checkbox growth tool. Now, this is an interesting thing. The checkbox growth tool, it's interesting what you can do with this, and let me just show you what we're talking about here. What you can do with this is that you can simultaneously, if you have an opt-in form on your website, and by that I mean something that collects people's basic information, probably, most likely, this is what everybody collects, name, email address. Fantastic. For that, you can make it so that when you hit this submit button, it also sends to your messenger. They're also sent to your bot. Now, a lot of people are super excited about this. I think that this one has pros and cons. Basically, the new changes, you can attach a checkbox to any website element. You can do it through a form like this, an image, a newsletter subscription. You can attach it anywhere. Fabulous, fabulous. A lot of people were just screaming their heads off about how awesome this was. This is awesome in some ways. You can have people hit one button and subscribe to two things. That's always nice, right? For growing your list, things like that. And marketers are always talking about growing your list. Why? It's a very important thing. Hey, if Facebook decides to wipe itself off the earth tomorrow, do you still have a business? Always a good question to answer with an affirmative yes. If you have an email list, if you have a website, you still have a business. So fantastic. That, never put all your eggs in one basket. That's pretty much a common sense thing. But I also see some detraction with this particular thing. Now, there is somebody I was working with this morning, a customer of mine who's doing some weight loss stuff. It's going to be launching soon. All really excited to see Thomas's stuff. And we were talking about this very subject. And in his particular case, there's a 7-day challenge. And then there's also a sequence that he asks people if they want to opt into, which is an accountability sequence with a bot. In this case, the email, the conversation that he's having over email with people, he's sending them a ton of really great information about health and wellness. And on the other hand, he's having some accountability thread through there with the bot. He's having two different conversations. To me, that is optimal. To me, don't go to this customer checkbox growth tool until you can have a substantially different conversation on both mediums that you're using. It is absolutely lovely and convenient that you can hit one button and be subscribed to two things, but it's going to confuse your people if you're having essentially this exact same conversation. If you don't have a bot sequence ready to go there, if you're not having a different conversation there, don't use this thing yet. Don't use this thing yet. This thing also, I just want to show you inside of ManyChat. I want to show you the back end of this particular growth tool. And growth tools we go. New checkbox tool. Okay, fantastic. On the setup screen, and you can tell a lot by the way that folks phrase things, can't you? I sure can. So here it is. You can, you have to install that JavaScript snippet in your website to get, to get stuff to show up. That is, you can call your web designer, that, you know, to get those things embedded. That does take a professional if you do those things by yourself. Awesome stuff too. With this embed the checkbox, you can embed the checkbox, and then there's a third piece of code, actually. One piece of code, two pieces of code, third piece of code. This is called embedding an action for the opt-in button. Now, this is going to get really geeky for just a second. So if you hate this part of the conversation, it's okay. Close your eyes. We'll be back to cool stuff in a second. This causes, if you embed this on your website, it throws in a button that says confirm opt-in. And what it will do then is then you hit the button and you'll be subscribed to the things. Great. Now, I really want to show you this part because, and if you've gone away because it's too technical, come back. I want you to see this. To avoid problems with Facebook moderation, make sure that your checkbox usage complies with Facebook rules. And then view Facebook guidelines. So Facebook is cracking down big time on spammy stuff, on subscribing to folks to things that they're not sure what they've subscribed to or why. They are, you know, if you put out a bot and you get enough bad comments or down ratings on it, then Facebook will start to penalize your account. If somebody wants to unsubscribe and they don't get unsubscribed right away, I mean, this is a powerful tool. Facebook is watching this like a hawk. So, again, be super careful. Learn about the terms of service. I produced a class a while ago. It is a really great class. It'll teach you A to Z about everything you need to know about making these bots go, including how to follow the Facebook terms of service. If you're interested in this, PM me. We will get you going because this is something that you need to know. If you are going to spend your time, if you're going to invest your time and your money in a bot, you need to know the rules. You need to know the rules of the road. And they're not nearly as difficult as Facebook ads. So that's great, isn't it? Anyway, want you to know that there are things with Facebook terms of service that you need to know. The link's right here. ManyChat library also allows to track if checkbox is enabled by the user and implement other custom integrations. Learn more in the docs. Hey, if you're super geek, if you've got a pocket protector coming on Tuesday, you can go ahead, do this thing, that will link you to, some of the documents and documentation of all of this. If you're not super geek, don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. So yeah, I just wanted to show you that and I want to warn you that it's not, I know a lot of people are screaming about this, but if you're going to do this, make sure that you're within the terms of service by reading it or taking my class, and I'll just tell you about it. Make sure you have a different conversation going. Make sure that your bot sequence is giving an added value to your email sequence. Do not just make your email sequence a bot sequence and then have somebody subscribe to both. Do not do this. Okay, that was a very serious look. Let's return to other kinds of fun stuff. Now, I want to also, want to kind of return from showing you my screen here, because yes, I would rather you see my face right now. I'm still getting a little hang of this eCam thing, but okay, there we go. Very nice. Now, there's some other stuff too. There's some stuff, that's available, that they made some changes with that's kind of cool and exciting too. It's not nearly as flashy as the other stuff, but I'll take an opportunity and tell you right now. You can clone a sequence now. Now, this is kind of cool stuff. This is kind of cool stuff for people who are you're building something and you want to build a 7-day sequence. Maybe the sequences each day need to be vastly different from each other. Maybe they don't. Maybe they don't. And so you can use a 7-day challenge sequence. 3 months later, you've got a different challenge that you want to do for people, but the structure of it is mostly the same as another one. You can totally just clone a sequence and you're off and running. I find that to be very useful for me, but of course I build templates and bots for people and everything else. So your mileage may vary. So you can also, if you would like to, there is the live chat window, which is where you go to talk to people who have subscribed to your bot, have questions about your bot, want to have a conversation with you. The live chat window will currently play a little sound every single time a message comes in. Some people have discovered that their bell dings all day, just incessantly. Now you can mute that thing. It may seem like a small thing, but it's kind of cool to see that feature. I do leave my live chat on in the background just in case somebody has a question for me. I want to be able to answer right away. That's why I've got this stuff going. So super cool stuff. Also, the last thing here, you can remove now page owners. When you remove a page owner, an admin in Facebook, it also can remove that person from ManyChat. Now, I have not had to ask anyone to make me an admin of their page to do their bot. You can do all of that right within ManyChat. In fact, when people buy a bot, I just say, let me walk you through doing this so that we can get, set up correctly. You never have to be an admin on the page to be able to build someone a bot, all of that kind of stuff. But if you do happen to be on some admin on some Facebook pages that you don't need to be, when they remove you from the admin position, it can also remove you from the ManyChat admin as well now. Cuts out a step. So, what do you think about all these changes? What do you think is something that, is this something that you can even use? Is this something that will help you build your own bot or build bots for others if that's what you do? And tell me in the comments what you think. Tell me, do you think that the checkbox growth tool is, tell me if you think that that's going to be a great thing for your business. There are a couple of my customers that I can think about right now who might really enjoy that. But yeah, again, that one's just a little bit scary. I'll tell you why. When I first got into ManyChat last summer now, when there wasn't snow on the ground, I live in Nebraska. There's just constant snow here. Anyway, last summer when I got in, there was some big stuff around that little send a messenger button. There was, at first, it was always checked. And then ManyChat kind of took the check off for a while. And then, there was a little dance around, whether Facebook was going to allow that or not, to allow that send to messenger to be automatically checked. So yeah, there was some stuff back then, and now they've come out with this new checkbox. I want to do some experimentation. I want to see this bad boy in use. I want to see, okay, what am I people going to get out of this? Or is this pushing the envelope just a little too far right now? So jury's still out on that one. I will let you know what I think. If you have questions about that, or if you want to help me experiment, yay, let's do this thing. Get a hold of me. Gail says, I'm excited. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad you're here. I like the idea of being able to replicate the sequence without having to recreate it every time. Oh, no, that was such pain. Such pain. One of the downsides will be remembering to change everything from the copy paste, LOL. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. And I'm totally with you there. when they made the ability to copy sequences from one bot to another, that just absolutely made my day. And being able to just do the sequences one to the other will really help out those small business owners who, if it's a huge amount of work, sometimes it just gets put to the bottom of the pile. I don't know anything about that. My taxes never suffer because of that. And if, when they do this kind of stuff and make it less work, it's really helpful for that bunch of us that, we are the only person in our business. Maybe you have a VA, but most of the time we're the only people in our businesses. That's why I like ManyChat. Totally geared not towards bot builders and huge, people who are, have 500 clients and $1 billion. Yeah, that ain't me. That ain't the people I sell to. And ManyChat seems to understand that and put in some of these creature comforts, that I call them, that really make it a nice place to be. So that's what I know. If you would love to experiment with me on the customer chat with checkbox growth tool, get a hold of me. If you want to come play in a community with other people who are playing with their bots. Phrasing. Anyway, if you want to join a little bot building community that is filled with small business owners who are like-minded people trying to do the same kind of thing that you're doing, have about the same experience level, if you want to come and hang out with us, Black Belt Bots Community is your place. It's a great place. It's a little free Facebook community that I'm in, that I get to run. It's a privilege. My people are the best people. Also, you can catch me if you want right here on the Black Belt Bots page, Tuesdays, Thursdays, 1:00 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's a really great place to catch me. And if you don't know anything about bots and you really want to get a free mini education in bots pretty quickly, again, please go to checkoutmybot.com. It will, that will launch you directly into the bot that I have. Don't worry. If you are annoyed at receiving the messages, just type stop. You'll get out of there immediately. But most people don't do that. Most people love the tiny little bits of education that come to you right in Facebook Messenger every single day. And there's also a free gift at the end. If you make it through all 7 days, you get a little reward. So that's where to find me. That's all I have for you today. And thank you for coming by. I love you to death. You know that. Love my audience. Love my people. And with that, my friends, I'm going to say bye for now. See you on Thursday. And I hope I will see you in a bot.